Okay, and it's a memory, and it's a memory that I'll never let go of. Some of these are amazing stories, and this ain't gonna take too long. But some of them are sad, some are scary, but some of them are amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I made the decision to do it this way. I actually start off with my favorite story ever about my son that I will never, ever, ever forget. And it happened when he was about 5 years old. We're in River Country in Disney World, and we just get done. We were having lunch, sitting down in River Country. It's like a lake, okay, with slides going into it and everything like that. And so we go across. Jake walks with me over, and we get lunch, and we walk back. We get a picnic table. As soon as we sit down, Jake goes, "I gotta pee." Okay. Just go out in the water. Okay. Gets up, walks up. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, Noel goes, "Oh my God, Lance." And I look over. There he is, standing about 6 inches of water with his pants down. And
he still does that.
I don't know. It's just like I will never forget that. I really appreciate it. Another story where he was young, got to take him to a Cowboys game, Thanksgiving Day game, and the band Creed was playing, and to see his face light up during what is it, Higher is the name of the song? I'll never forget that. Looking at his face, he was so excited. I'll never forget the day I walked into his bedroom and I see a little 2-year-old sitting there watching Barney, and his right eye is completely crossed. Scared me to death. It was one of the most emotional days of my life, taking him to the hospital and doctors and all this stuff, and the little kid having to wear a patch and battling through it. It was brutal. I'll never forget the Dragon Blasters. The Storm, the Storm. No, we're just part of that. The Dickus, there are Dickus here. Yeah, Dickus, yeah. Right, and also I'll never forget the 2011 Olathe South Falcons state championship. That was amazing. I remember walking with Jake his senior night, and him hearing across the speaker that he was going to go to college so he could learn how to be a football coach like his dad. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the phone call from him saying he and Holly were in a bad car accident on I-35 traveling to Abilene. Another worst day of my life, worst night of my life. Not knowing how bad that was. That moment will never leave me. You guys know that Jake has played and has statistics in 3 divisions of college football: NCAA Division II, NCAA Division III, and NAIA. He has statistics in all of those. The last thing I want to leave you guys with, and this will pertain to, I think, something that you guys can carry for the rest of your lives. This summer, going into Jake's senior year in high school, the football team that year, the year before, their junior year, they were a spread offense. They threw it 55 times a game, and they switched to an offense that has one receiver and runs it or throws it twice a game. And I didn't think it was a bad idea, but what I did know is it put him out of a job. He was one of the top 5 receivers, 4 or 5 receivers. I knew his senior year he'd get a lot of passes as he did his junior year. So in the middle of the summer, I remember talking to him, and he told me, "Dad, I don't know what my role is, and I think I'm going to quit." I said, "Okay, I understand. It's hard." I said, "But first of all, it's a coach's job to give their players their role. They need to know. That's the first thing a coach needs to do, is to make sure that your players know what their role on your team is, so you need to go talk to coaches. That's the first thing you need to do, and we can decide after that. Because I don't want you to live with regret." Met with the coaches. He was satisfied with what they said. He got to play his senior year, and they got to win a state championship. What I mean by that is he didn't quit. He stuck with something that was hard, because life's not easy. Marriage isn't easy. But he's not going to quit. He's not going to quit on it. And that's my son.